Hi guys, and how are you guys doing today? Yeah, we've got quite a few of you in. Thanks. Yes, I'm sorry I missed microphone is really far away. I'm sorry I missed streams last week. The voice, it was almost gone. It's still a bit. It's almost back. Yeah, I still got 2 more days of medications to go through, but I should be fine. I think. Yeah, if I find it a bit jarring, I will definitely call the stream, but I just wanted to share my thoughts because FM21 has dropped, right? I mean, the features have dropped. They have 2 videos right now for that. Right. So I want to thank everybody for popping in. Raw, please tell me there's something new worth in this game apart from throwing bottles of water. Well, I spotted some things and I'll share them with you guys very soon. There are certain things, I mean, I want to also kind of like explain how some of these game companies, you know, because there are some games that are iterations and they improve over time. And there are some games that, we'll talk about that soon. Dominique, I'm fine. Yeah, we'll definitely be looking at that. Andrew, how are you? Ataman, welcome to the stream. Mr. Pello, how are you, man? I can't go too loud today. I can't get too excited as well. Matthias, thank you very much. Thank you very much. My collection of jerseys is I have to start taking them all out, right? So one by one, I have to wear all my favorite jerseys. I've got Sweden. I got a few more jerseys that I don't know if some of you are gonna recognize them. Yeah. I'm trying to get some from Asia as well, especially down like 400 kilometers away from me. Yeah, I'm getting it's still a bit sore. Yeah, still a bit sore. Although new fluff by the looks of it. Yeah, there's some fluff. Yeah, man, I gave it a bit of a holiday. Hey, Rocky. Hey, Yilmaz, how are you, man? Sorry, I couldn't get to your Game Changer on Twitch. We'll try and do it this weekend. Or I will do it maybe on Discord, right? Yeah, because you're also a part of our Discord community, so I'll probably try and do it on Discord. Yeah, my voice is a bit sore. I won't call it I haven't. My voice is back, but there was some concern for a while. Yeah, let's just put it this way. So it wasn't. I don't know what caused it. I mean, it's like more like tonsillitis, but the doctor was saying it's really bad tonsillitis. And I know some people have suggested taking it out, but I remembered when I was because I come from a family of musicians and sing, stuff like that. So my father was a singer and a musician. So the first time of my tonsillitis when I was a kid, we went to a doctor and the doctor said, we're gonna remove your son's tonsils. My father almost killed him. So I was like, okay, obviously that's not gonna work for my family. So yeah, so we'll take it easy. I'm glad you guys are here. So before we begin, guys, today we're gonna talk about FM21. Okay, so here we are. Alrighty, where's my face? I lost my face for a minute. I had to hit the button. I don't know. Gotta start moving things around optimally over here. Yeah. Yeah, I've actually got a big table, but it's the Stream Deck. The Stream Deck has an issue. Can't use too long of a cable, and my computers are literally 6 feet apart. Right? So I didn't think of the fact that the Stream Deck XL has got issues with distance and power. Yeah. All right. Okay. So let's talk about the game. All right. Okay. Let's talk about FM21. Let's set the stage first. Whenever we have a game like Football Manager, how much can we do with the game? Right. You're gonna talk to your players. You're gonna deal with the press. You're gonna train your players, you're gonna create a tactic, and then you go and play, right? That's basically it. So how many ways can you skin this cat? What other features can we add? You're never gonna add Stadium Manager. Let's forget that. Okay, that's never coming. Okay, there's no way on God's green earth you're gonna add stadium manager to this, like you design your stadium. That's not going to happen. So that's for sure. So that's going out of the window. Okay, so back to what we have, right? So what we have, but then again, as a game company that develops games, you can't very well go out and give them the same look every year. So they have to give the game a fresh coat of paint. Otherwise, who are you going to appeal to? And I guess for this version of the game, FM21, based on just the headline features that we've seen so far, Miles says no, there's more dropping this week. But based on the headline features alone, what do we have? I spotted a few things that were quite interesting. Naturally, the biggest thing is XG, right? That's the biggest thing. I think that's going to be, I'll tell you this much, right? It's a game changer for me. It is a huge game changer. And I plan to do a very comprehensive video on XG for you guys. So, I'm going to take a deep look at XG for you guys, explain it so that you can apply it to the game. Because the way I use XG, because it's my XG, my own XG analysis, right? My own algorithm. So I use that and I apply it to Football Manager. And you know what? By the time my preseason is done, I can tell you exactly which of my tactics is going to be the most efficient one for the whole season. Or maybe you have 5 tactics and you want to test your tactics to see which of your tactics is going to be the best tactic for you to use in FM21. I'll teach you how to do it very fast, especially if they give you XG analysis. Done. You'll have it done in 15 minutes or 20 minutes, depending on how fast your computer is. That's it, right? So last year when I had to do XG analysis myself, my God, it took me so long. It was like the biggest nightmare in the whole world. I spent like days, collating the figures and then doing it. And I wrote a long features thread for asking for help from SI to give us a tool in the game for people to analyze their tactics a bit more effectively without having to go through all the visual back and forth statistics, looking at key pass combinations, because honestly, you do that as a result of your early impression, right? So maybe you're not converting chances now, maybe then you look at it, but that's like putting the cart before the horse. So we need some effective way for us to go into the game and do it, and used to have CCCs, and the CCCs are crap. Anyway, enough. What we're going to do now is we're going to look at some of the features, okay? All right, we're going to look at some of the features in the game. Yeah, I'm going to turn I am definitely turning the music off. Yeah. All right. Okay, so let's now talk about the actual features in the game, right? Okay, I'm going to use some of the videos that people have been doing, and I'm just going to interchange. I'm going to stop, and then we're going to discuss what we see. All right, we don't see it. We see me, which is really sad. Okay, this is really sad, man. Come on. There we go. Now we see what we're supposed to see. Man, small little hiccups here. Man hasn't been streaming for a while, so bear with me. All right. Oh, you love the Swedish shirt? Thanks, man. Okay, so what do we see here? This is one of the first things I noticed, right? Okay. Now, we've had team talks, so they had to reskin this for a new. You love my training guide? Thanks, man. Michael, I'm glad you did. Meaning how much time before you can, Michael? What worries me is how bugged is the game when you go, man. Well, yeah, that's true. I mean, it bugs the guy's ass, I do. So trust me, it does. But from what I can tell, from what I've heard through the grapevine, okay, they seem to be happy with the ME. They seem to be happy with the match engine. I want to. We'll talk about the match engine later, right? I definitely want to deal with the match engine. I'll definitely talk about it because there's something I spotted in the video and I want to share with you guys. All right, now this is basically reskinned and existing team talks, except now we gotta do this. Where previously it was like a lineup, right? But so I get influential player, I get your hierarchy. Okay, maybe it helps, right? Because you want your team leaders to be motivated. So maybe this is a good one, because in the previous edition of the game, a bit harder for you to tell. I mean, maybe it was easy. Maybe it was already there and I really didn't notice it. That says a lot about my powers of observation. But here, this essentially is the same thing. Now, the problem for SI is going to be this, right? Gestures. The gestures look like they are no reaction is like currently what we have, don't say anything. Throw water bottle sounds aggressive. Point finger sounds assertive. Hands in pocket seems calm. And outstretched arms, I don't know what that means. Happy? Okay, so that's what it means. To me, that's why I look at it. So all of us are going to be throwing. I'm throwing water bottle the very first day I do this, because I think that's aggressive. But, okay, but the issue I have with this is some gestures are rude in Asia. Point finger is one of them. So there's also the universal translator. This could be a challenge, but I don't think it's such a big deal, right? But it looks like it's reskinned. So was I excited when I saw this? Nah, not too much, because the next page is this. Right. It's the same thing. Okay. Now let's talk about conversations that we can have with our players. How many different ways can you say the same thing to them? I mean, there's only so many ways. So what we've got now is the Emperor in new clothes, right? So I was like, okay, that sounds okay. So it looks like your feedback from your coaches and stuff, I don't get to, I mean, I'm basically using his, right? Players coming out, you can now have personal chats with players. Now, we haven't seen enough. I haven't seen enough of this. What I wanted in the game, all right? What I wanted in the game was more like specifically driven for the game itself. Like the boy is coming off the pitch and I want to put my arm around him and then talk to him, especially with the youngsters. Now, if this feature, right, comes into the game and I can actually use it, then fine. But if it's the current interactions one, which is basically the same, but this has more options as well. Because the current interactions one is like the ambassadorial duties, warn a player about his conduct. But there's more now, right? More things that we can say, and well, it definitely is a bit more user friendly, right? Because the problem when you play on Xbox, right, is that you gotta take, because they're porting the game to Xbox as well. So you're gonna have to make the game also look okay on the Xbox. So yeah, I was looking at this and I was going, this is fine, right? This one is the one where we have this remote chat, remember? Where a player is going on loan and blah, blah, blah. Okay, my reaction to this was, okay, it's the same old thing. I wasn't getting too, I'm not excited with this. I'm like, okay. Because there are players like me, right? I am a player that when I go into my games, right, I tend to hive off what I want to do to my staff. I just want to focus on the game. I've never cared too much about team talks. I've never cared too much about tactical briefings. I've never cared too much about play interactions. I hardly even talk to my players, right? Unless they win the bloody World Footballer of the Year competition. That's me, right? That's the only time I bother with them. Other than that, I've never really cared about it. So I'm like thinking to myself, well, this is okay. Again, then we go to the press conference. Okay, now this, I agree, is a good addition to the game. Why? Because for a lot of people like me, the reason why I hate press conferences is because honestly, it's boring. I can't pick and choose and I can't be an ass during press conferences. And I wish they would do cutscenes. I wish they would do manager camps. See, the thing about this, what this game lacks, right? And this is something that I've been saying for the longest time. What this game lacks, right? And it's a big thing for me, okay, is touchline camera on the manager. That's huge. That's huge. Okay, for me, that's huge. Because if I do a reaction on the pitch and I'm telling my players, go break somebody's legs like what Jordan Bigfoot did to VVD. I wanted to say that in the game as well. I want to have that reaction. Give us some of that. Right? Give us a chance to talk to our players, right? Give us a chance to when we have cutscenes like that, like, I don't know. If they added, see, there's something called pacing in the game. But the problem then becomes cutscenes become repetitive because you have to make lots of cutscenes. See, then you got to make cutscenes for a lot of things, right? So then the question is, when are people going to get happy with cutscenes? So that's another debate. And one thing about SI, they don't give you match engine clues early. I know because I worked on the game before, right? So I mean not on the game itself, but I worked with guys the developers. I know the developers. Ain't no way in God's green earth they could give you the match engine today because they're still tweaking it. Especially, look guys, you wanted to see the pitch pictures, right? The lighting isn't done yet. So no, they still have got to tweak that part. And I don't even know whether SI have got the 3080 cards in house. You know Larian Studios who made Baldur's Gate? Do you know when they released the game for early access? Quite a number of guys had 380 the RTX 3080 cards. They didn't have one. Sorry, guys who could play who had 3080 cards couldn't play the game, man. So this looks okay. I mean, like shaking the head gestures and stuff. I mean, I guess it's a small little thing, right? Nothing. I didn't jump up and down, like, you know, all this is still okay. Now here, this is it, right? And opposition instructions to players, staff reactions to team news. I don't know, man. I have to wait to play the game because this didn't really tell me very much, right? This is like analysis coming in from your coaches and staff about what's going to be happening, right, leading up to the game, all right? But this is where I started picking things up. Okay, now, guys, first up, damn it, I wish I could drop the translation, okay, all right? But here, okay, can I remove the closed captions? Yeah, I can. All right, this is something, okay? Now I want you to look at this, right? Currently in your game, yeah, this applies more to guys who play draft mode, like me, network games like me, okay? What is the biggest pain in the ass thing that you have to do when you play against another guy? Biggest pain in the ass is wait for the guy to go to the tactics screen, make his changes. He just wants to make one change to his defensive line. You gotta wait, like, and now the next highlight comes out, you're like, oh god, I gotta wait. That's a pain in the that really is very annoying. Okay, here I've got pop-ups. The first pop-ups allows me to change mentality, which is okay, I guess, yeah. But the second one that I saw there was instructions. Now, if the instruction pops up and I get a small window that tells me what I can do, this is definitely a game changer for those playing draft mode, those playing network modes, because it could be faster. I think some of you who play with me, right, draft mode matches, you notice, right, when I'm playing with you guys, it's very fast because I hardly make changes, right? And then when you play with somebody else, it's like we have finished our match, we're waiting to play with the guy who's like 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, the game hasn't ended yet. Why? Because the guy's changing tactics, or the guy is like moving one role to another position. That's the first thing I noticed. But there's something that's missing here, which is a bit of I still haven't figured out because we'll have to play the game, right? Okay, it's substitutions. Because in the current game, you can actually make role and duty changes from the sub changing drop down, right? So once you go hit the sub, you go to the left side, you can always change your role and duty. You don't have to do anything else. You don't have to leave the screen. You're still on the screen. You're still on the Matchday experience. But here, I don't see it. The bottom of the thing looks like, you know, for Xbox, right, we can scroll to the right, scroll to the left. So it's probably that. So it could be a mouse over that you can drag, you know, like, you know, it pulls out. We'll have to wait and see. From this, and the look, just looking at the images alone, right? Oh, okay. I don't know if they've got collision detection in the game, right? This year, we don't see, I don't seem to see this. But if I freeze the images like this, and I'm looking at this, and this is like a YouTube video, okay, being streamed from another guy who's just freezing the damn screen. It doesn't look half bad. The lighting looks a bit better as it sits right now, because I was a bit unnerved about last year, so I thought the lighting wasn't very good. Okay, so far it looks good, but I actually like this a lot. I love this, right? This is a big change for me. But what's missing? What's missing is the time bar. So we can go, right? I was looking, where the frack is the time bar anymore? There's no time bar now. So if I wanted to evaluate something, how do I do it? So I'm waiting to see, right? So I'm really waiting to see. So I think for us, when we play the game online, for those guys who are playing draft mode matches, this might be better, right? Because, man, everybody opens up the tactics page. Jahid should know. Jahid plays quite a fair bit with me. So, yeah, when we play our games, it's like, our games are done in like 7 minutes. One match, it's over. We just play on high speed and, hardly make changes. Yeah, but I'm looking at this and I'm going, okay, where's the time bar now? But then that's good. It's a nice modern look for the game, and I wasn't too unhappy with this. I thought this was pretty cool. And then we got this. This is definitely there's still work to be done. There's definitely work to be done, right? I can see that there's certain artifacts on the screen, but this is probably due to the video recording itself. Right. So now earlier we had that image, right? So this is the second image that I saw. So this is probably doesn't look like highlight. It doesn't look like a replay. But this is another this is another view. So I don't know how many views we have in the game. So maybe one pops up the bottom screen and then it goes away, right? And then you can make your changes, which is kind of cool. It gives us a full screen look if I want to watch the game, right? If I want to make changes, then I just pop the bottom and it pops up on the Matchday screen. That's huge because currently it slows our games down, right? So what else did I notice? Okay, the rest of the stuff is not so important until we got to this. Now, I don't know if you guys understand XG. I mean, some of you probably follow XG analysis. I did a video on Cyborg, right? How to improve your goal scoring chances. It's model on XG, and this is potentially very big. Okay, why? Because it will allow you to optimize your tactics, and I'll do a whole video on that explaining. I don't want to do it now because I don't explain XG right now. But let me just suggest something. Now, this is where I'm hoping that we get proper XG. Okay? Not some hybrid SG. Okay? So I'm on the fence at the moment. It's a great idea, but please separate open play from set piece. Because if you don't give me open play set piece separation, this is a waste of time. It's just fluff. This is going to be a problem, right? Because I'm looking at this and I'm going, where is my open play? I mean, shot map, right? Okay. Assist attempts. This is all very simple, right? But which ones are the ones from inside the area? So we don't know yet until I see it, right? It's just a short map, XG match story. This expected goals, that's a number, but how's expected goals? You got to break it up between open play and non-open play. So that's going to be very important. Or otherwise, I'm going back to doing it myself. When that could be a problem. Yeah. What else do we have? Well, scouting. That's fun. Okay, you got recruitment meetings because but the problem is this for me, right? Okay, now my issue with the game is club vision and director of football. The director of football sometimes doesn't follow my club vision. So if these recruitment meetings happen to be recruitment meetings where everybody gives me a recommendation of a player that I can't afford, then it's going to be a pain in the ass. Okay, I mean, I can tell them to look for players, specific kinds of players to fit into my squad, right? Players can perform well. Analysts will look for players in our recruitment with notable stats. I can give them this is very interesting, right? I can tell them because I do this in the game. I will look for players who make a lot of key passes, and this is very cool. This is very cool. Because last time I used to do scouting, I had to do and look for key passes for myself. Right? I can't tell the scouts, hey, go and find one guy who top key passes because I want to look for a playmaker. Or find me a midfielder with high interceptions. Means smarty pants. I want that kind of player. Breaks up attacks very nicely. Think of N'Golo Kante, right? That kind of player. Think of players that know where to be before the danger gets there. See, that's what I want. Now, this is what you've given me. It means my scouting can actually be better. But this top part, outfield players intelligent, I'm going, oh God. That's what I mean. Okay, I hate it when they do that. Can you just allow me to give attributes instead? But I don't think so. So, because intelligent refers to off-the-ball decisions, right? So, I'll have to look for outfield, all the outfield players that are intelligent. Maybe, I don't know. That one I'm not too sure about that. We'll have to see what the drop downs offer us. Okay, so, and I'm not even bothering with the end of season awards. Okay, let's just not even go there. I'm not going there. Right, end of season awards is not something that I'm gonna go, hey, end of season is something I want. It's the biggest feature of the game. No. I'll be very honest with you guys. To me, that is just, yeah. It may be nice for others who want to, get excited about it. Right, you're new to the game. You're playing the game and you go, oh my God, this game is so cool. I got end of season stuff that I can do. What the hell? I'm trying to drag this back here. The bloody window doesn't want to come back. It's like stuck on the other monitor. Okay, holy cow, this is gonna be fun. Hello, why can't you come back to daddy? What's wrong with you? Okay, that's it. I'm gonna have to strain my neck now. Come on. Hell, I'll just open another window here. Bear with me, guys. Yeah, we should be here. All right. No, that's the one. Okay, I can relax and get back to this. When I do that, seriously, I get very annoyed with my computer. No, I just told him to do something, and then he does it, and then I have to fix it, and then I fixed it, and then it fixed itself. Bloody idiot. Okay, so is what pre-purchase? Like, no, the game isn't a pre-purchase yet. Okay, now the 1v1 chances, they're gonna happen. I know there's some 1v1 chances that probably should be finished, but hard to say, right? Match engine is too soon for me to say anything about the match engine. See, what I want to see in the game is ball-playing defenders overlapping without me having to create a wonderful confluence of events that occur that doesn't even make it a strategy worth following. It's just dumb luck sometimes. So we want to see ball-playing defenders 100% in the game overlapping. I had a dream about it last night. Even I dreamt it happened. So I'm like, I dreamt about it. I dreamt I was playing the game. I dreamt I saw ball-playing defenders. I woke up and I was like, oh my God, I've got ball-playing defenders that overlap. The match engine itself is going to be, okay, let's just talk about the match engine. The match engine is going to be an iteration, meaning it's going to be the same match engine with improvements. Because to rewrite 10 million lines of code is not easy, right? They probably started it February last year, right? February or so. And they're still working on the match engine. So I reckon what's going to happen with the match engine is that they're going to make iterative improvements. But from what I've heard from the grapevine, they're happy with it so far. So this is going to be interesting. Tactical options and customization. What we tell them, well, promote some. I don't have. See, the thing is that they will not give you. Okay, this is meant to be an imperfect. Okay, this is supposed to be a simulation of an imperfect environment. Right? That's basically it. if we are going to give them instructions and they follow everything to the letter, that assumes you know everything about the game. But not everybody is as knowledgeable about football or the game in general, right? So, like for example, I give you this example. Some people come to me and tell me that the offside trap is a must in football, when in reality it isn't. Some coaches don't even like to play with the offside trap. Or some people insist that we want to have there's so many things in football, right? Like gegenpressing. Some people say gegenpressing is the way to go, and some people say gegenpressing is stupid. So debates. So then after that, pressing. We want to have definitely I want to see improvements in pressing, right? I want to be able to divide zones up. I want to be able to set specific zones up without me doing closing down, or maybe man marking, like person to person man marking, which is not across the board and everybody's following the man marking instructions, but that it appeared in the game once and then it wasn't so good, right? So we stopped using it. The question is this: you don't care about tactics with and without ball? What with and without ball? Tactics with and without ball, it's nah. Tactics with and without ball, what? You want to have two tactics, right? With or without ball. If they give it, maybe, but it sounds like Wimbo all over again. We had those arrows and pharaohs and barrows. I don't know if you guys remember that. We had all these guys watching the game, and wow, what happened, man? Are you guys still there? Because suddenly, apparently my stream just died. Apparently. I don't even know what's going on anymore. Oh, you guys are still there. That was a big hit on the stream, man. Yeah. Can't wait to see my Timo Werner. The I with the scoreboard. I like the changes to the board. I like the changes to the Matchday experience. I think the Matchday experience looks good. Right. I like the fact that it's going to be more draft mode friendly. That's what I think it's going to be, which is huge for me, right? Because I love draft modes. I enjoy network games, so that's gonna be fun. It makes it easier because honestly, guys, seriously, I mean, if you never played draft mode, oh my god, no amount of time. You know how long a draw can take? 3 hours. You know how long a game can take sometimes, depending on how used to playing the game, how accustomed that player is to making quick changes to his tactics. It can take a damn long time, man. Yeah, I think tactical changes should, if they're going to give us those tactical changes on a matchday experience, I think it's going to be fun because then we can really, speed things along when we're playing the game. Yeah. The thing about this right now, XG, right? And I want to be very careful with XG because I'm the kind of guy that's going to be very upset if XG comes out very wrongly. So I am really, really hedging my bets. I'm hedging my bets because I have not seen anything to suggest that XG is a major. I haven't seen anything yet. Like I said, it's a feature edition. They've got a partner with XG, but how much of the information is in the game? You see, XG is only useful if you got team and play XG. It's only useful when you have that information, and it's only useful when you have insight. It's only useful when you have set piece and non-set piece. Open play and non-open play rather. If you don't have that, I wouldn't waste my time. The XG analysis is not going to be accurate. So I'm waiting to see what they have in store. Yeah. And then the thing is this, right? What do you do when XG analysis? I will do a whole video explaining XG analysis after I've seen XG analysis. Okay. So if what I think is if we get what I'm hoping we're getting, you're gonna love it. Then you see a big smile on my face. Because For me, the most important thing right now for the game is actually, please, 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 just there are one or two match engine flaws in the game. There are some ways you can definitely take advantage of your friends when you're playing this game. And I try to avoid them when I'm playing my matches with my friends. But it's definitely possible in the game. So I'm hoping that they fix that in the match engine. That's for me the biggest one. I'm hoping they fix it. If they do fix it, I'm going to be very happy. Okay, overall, I'm looking at all the features that they've released. Am I jumping up and down yet? No, I'm guarded. I need to see more. I need to see more information on XG. That's the first thing I want to see. Team talks, seen there, been there, done that. It's a reskin for the new people coming into the game. That's basically it, right? So you see, they have to make the game look different, right, or better in their opinion. I mean, they have got they pay money to all the guys working there, they're designers. They get paid a lot of money to do this, so they've got to give it a new look. You give it some eye candy, because there are going to be new players coming in and they look at the game and they go, what the heck, man? This game looks like FM18. No change. Why I want to buy this new game? Just for the database? You got to be joking, man. Bloody hell, I'm not going to buy it. See? So they got to appeal to the new crowd. People like you and me, they already hook, line, and sinker us a long time ago, man. So we're going to keep buying the game, right? So, yeah. So this is for the new players that are coming in. So we have to understand that. So team talks now. Chat's not too excited. The halftime team talk seems like I'm gonna do this along in my head. It doesn't bother me very much. Matchday experience looks actually very good for me. I think I like the Matchday experience. I think that's a major change to a quality of life change. Let's call that, because they're always going to give you quality of life changes every iteration. XG, seeing that, okay, fine. Other than that, it's okay. That test, Michael doesn't say much, because there's a reason why the test doesn't really work. I'm not going to go into it. The test doesn't prove anything, because this is a game that has got the algorithm doesn't work that way. Yeah, so you can't test it like that. I know a lot of people have done these tests, and they've done all these kind of tests, and they send megabytes of information back to SI, and SI go and look at it, go like, what are you supposed to do? People like, okay, all right, thank you very much. That's about it. There's a reason why it doesn't work. Okay, and so I'm not gonna go into too much, because if you want to do all that, enjoy yourself. Because this is not the first time people have done it. I mean, I've been playing this game for 20 years. What do you think I used to do 20 years ago? I think I had a long conversation. I'm one of those lucky buggers in the world who grew up on the forums when the developers were actually there to explain. But because the forums become different, right? You don't get the developers having that kind of interaction with you anymore. Because I come from the generation that was actually, I understood how the match engine changes, right? How the calculations occur, when the attributes have a weight, when they don't have a weight, when does this attribute become important, when does this attribute not become important, because across 90 minutes, attributes are not equal. So when you do a baseline like this, we take one up and one down, it ignores that variable, and that condition is the most important condition people forget to include, and they don't know how to add that into the game. So yeah, so that's why it's great. You got time to do this, by all means go. It's like, going somewhere. Yeah, I think if they get XG done right, if they get XG done right, my opinion is XG is going to be superb for the new player. Right, he's gonna help him with tactics. It's gonna make them happy and stuff. Now the tactical creator, nothing, man. I don't see anything happening with the tactical creator just yet. I'm hoping they give us overlapping ball playing defenders. I really want to see overlapping ball playing defenders. If they can get that for us, that'll be great, right? That'd be fantastic. But so far, I haven't seen it. It's a bit disappointing. I've been waiting for ball playing defenders for like the longest time, right? And we haven't seen a ball-playing defender video yet. So that's the other thing. I'm just waiting to see that come. I hope it comes. If it comes, it's a great thing. If it doesn't come, the overlapping ball-playing defender must make it this year. Because the inverted wingback, I remember how the round router and the inverted wingback occurred, right? Okay. Round router occurred the year Thomas Muller was doing the round router stuff. The next year it entered in, and it had to be around for one season before they entered the game. It entered the game. Inverted wingback 1.5 seasons before it made it into the game. Ball playing defenders on the overlap. I've done it in the game on FM20, but it's not a strategy. Right? Dumb luck. No, it has to be a strategy. I know that they were talking about it last year, but whether it makes it into the game this year, we have to wait and see, and I'm hoping it does. I got very big hopes for I got very, very high hopes for XG. That's the thing you see now. My problem is this. I've been asking for XG for a long time. So I'm hoping, it's still early, right? So there's no point us going like, man, this is shit. I'm not going to be that kind of person. Really, seriously, life is too short. I'm already, look, seriously, I've got to go for blood sugar tests nowadays, heart tests and all that kind of stuff. Life is too damn short for me to take this too seriously. So what have I seen so far? Worth buying the game? I'll still buy the game regardless. But for draft mode, 100%. 100%. The moment I saw that, I said, that's it. I'm not playing draft mode on FM20 anymore. I'm playing on FM21. Thanks, but no thanks, man. I'm not doing it on 20 because 20 has got too many things. Right. We're gonna switch over to 20 and we'll see how the game performs, and then we will be able to tell, and we'll see, right? Compare that screen and this screen very soon. I was lucky because this is like Henrik Larsson, my favorite Swedish player. Henrik Larsson, brother, Nima. XG, midichlorian, you will ignore XG. It sure is better than the usual crappy valuation of commentaries in about 5 years. It is overrated. It is in a manner of speaking, it's just meant to be a guide. It's not meant to be the sum all of everything else. XG is useless if you don't know how to use it. Seriously, a guy gets an XG of 3.74. Oh my god, my tactic is a 3.74 XG, man. That's a damn good tactic. Then you score like 7 or 8 goals a game, 6 goals a game. Then you got getting excited. Actually, like, dude, there's something wrong. So that's the thing. A long time ago, there was a time when we were all lucky. Like, Paul used to be on the forums a lot. Everybody was on the forums a lot back in the day. Yeah, it's just nowadays, I think it's a bit harder. Right, so I'm trying to, even me yesterday, I had this stupid reaction to the headlines feature straight where I snapped, which is very unlike me. Right? I'm trying to be very patient, but I snapped and then I apologized later, but I felt like such a jackass after that. So, yeah, I know some people are going to be disappointed, but I'm actually happy with the Matchday experience. I'm happy with the Matchday experience, guarded about XG, nonplussed about team talks, nonplussed about this, nonplussed about the player interactions, because I don't see anything there that's new. I am guardedly optimistic about the recruitment meetings because I finally can get my analysts to go and find me players who've got a great at key passes. That's huge. No? Saves me time on scouting. But for those guys out there who scout the game using, your wonder kit formula, which is, it's not going to change your game any. But for people like me that want a more like a harder game, or I won't say harder, a more immersive experience, right? Then maybe different. But who knows? Like, after about, all it takes is what? 2 months of playing the game, and then you have your list of 11 players that you always sign. Well, that's true. But a few people are asking for XG, including me, because we want to be able to analyze our tactics quickly. The problem for a lot of people in the game right now is that you don't know if your tactic is good or not. Scorelines are not enough. You need to know how you are doing inside the box from open play. And only there's no metric in the game that tells you that. Nothing. Zero. There's zero metrics in the game that tell you that. So we need to have that in the game. I don't know, man, James. I don't know if I'm doing another defeat challenge. I have no idea. I'm toying with the idea of doing a defeat challenge, but I'm also we're talking about different things on Discord. On Discord, we're gonna do a little challenge on Discord where we're gonna do a journeyman save, but it's gonna be the hot potato journeyman save, where we pass it to each other. We'll probably start with some really shitty country with no licenses, and all of us have to. We cannot keep the same tactic every month. We don't do the same thing again, which is just psychotic. Yeah, most young and one better match engine, better graphics. It should be better. I know, I agree. I think the younger generation want better animation. But I want collision physics. I want collision animation. I don't want just animation for the sake of animation. I want to see collision physics in the game. We don't have that. I don't see the animation for when two players collide with each other. I think for some people, you have to remember this is meant to be a simulation, right? Okay. Now the graphics engine is just a translation of the simulation. So the simulation is the baby here that we have to be worried about. What I want is collision physics to go in. What I want is a better options for tactics. What I want to see is the ball playing defender overlapping. What I want to see is customized pressing instructions defining the zone a bit more specifically. We do have the line of engagement right now, but it is possible for us to do the kind of pressing intensity. There's small other things, like I know that some people want with and without ball formations. I don't know. It currently exists in the game, but it requires you to have a really deep knowledge of the game, which most people don't have. So what I'm thinking is that they should actually give you the option of seeing how your tactic looks like without the ball, which they already have, but to show you the phases, like when you are attacking, who are the first players to go back? When you're in the midfield consolidation, who are the second group to come back? And finally the last phase, who's going to be behind the ball. So that could help people out there. Scout is FM Scout. Yeah, I know, everybody's using it. People go to FM Scout. I think what they use I don't know what they call it. What do they call that thing? They have this thing, right? Genie Scout. Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, the XG feature. We spoke about the XG feature. I'm just saying, time out first. If they don't give me my team and my player XG stats, then it's a waste of time. You want to see your ball winning move? Okay, I'm gonna switch over to the next thing that we're gonna do, right? So let's swap over so that we can see what I'm gonna be doing with today. Today we're gonna carry on, man. But we're gonna keep on talking about this. Speaking of collision, my finger broke his foot while tackling a fullback. Now it's out for a month. Oh my goodness. What does FM20 lack? A few things. Ball playing defender on the overlap. That's one. As an instruction, not as a gimmick. What else does it like? It likes a few things. It needs certain match engine changes for sure. Yeah. Improvements, I would say, right? I can still play the game. I get my one-on-one chances. Look at this. Look, we've been changing tactics every month. Look at this. Look. It's not like the game can't be played. I make stupid tactics all the time and it still works. The next tactic I'm making is a circle. A whole circle. We're going to go into the game. It's going to be a circle. Okay? See how ridiculous I play the game sometimes. Yeah. Personally, I'd be happy what I think I want to see above all is the director of football actually paying attention to the club vision. That's it. That's my personal bane, man. New roles. I want a completely new set piece creator, independent. Okay, what we have right now in the game is this, right? Set piece corners. This is but this gets embedded into the tactic. I want this taken out of the tactic. That's all. All right. Just take it out of the tactic, man. Give me a chance to do something different, right? No, so I just drop it in every. So if I go to this tactic, I just go, Then it gives me like, which set piece you want from here. Just a pop up here that comes up. Okay, which set piece? Set piece 1, set piece 2, set piece 3. That's it. Why can't I do that? I know my players. I know where they'll be. But I can understand why SI haven't included that. I can to some extent. Your goalkeeper, no. They just kick the ball to the wings or the other side. Because then you have to look at Dosena. Then you have to look at his kicking, his vision. There's reasons why. Because if sometimes your keeper cannot reach the target man, right? That's the other thing. When we try flat 4-4-2 is boring at the moment. 100%. I'm doing all the ridiculous tactics, right? No, like I want to do this is not ridiculous. This is actually workable. But I'll do the 4-4-2 next probably. So let's see now. Okay, there we go. Right. This is what I mean. Currently we have this, right? So we've got this already. Remember the thing I said, we can see this already, right? This tells me information about the appearances, which is good, right? Helps me with my substitution changes. Okay, so you've taken this out for me, right? What is this? Again, this is again. I can still delegate. See, this option here is in the game. They got it there. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That one had 5, right? So we got reluctant, cautious, calm, assertive, passionate, aggressive. I go to aggressive. This is then I got 3 options here. Okay. Is this going to be the neutral water bottle? That's the interesting thing. That's what I'm wondering about. The biggest problem with the match engine, I won't say it just yet. I mean, I'll wait for... I think there are a few issues they have. Right? There are a few issues. Space and how they defend certain areas of the pitch, not very effective. Yeah, that's some of the things that I find that is ridiculous. They need to work on this. What a run from Paqueta. What are my tactics? See what I mean? The corner routine. Something is wrong. Defend. MCR is here. The hell is Simeone doing over here? Who's this? Fabio, come here, you idiot. They may change tactics and you forget. Okay, where's Fabio? Why is he here? Why are you man marking, you stupid schmuck? Okay. Yeah, you gotta change. I mean, I keep changing tactics, but I don't change my set piece creator. I don't change my set pieces. I just leave them there. And then after that, I just screw things up after that. Oh, this is nice football from them, man. Oh, this is in trouble and almost in trouble. Can't you tell the scouts look for affordable specifically or end of contract? You can do that right now. You can definitely look. You can do it by filtering, right? But I don't think you can currently. What they want to do is give you a recruitment meeting, which is in line with how teams actually do it. So they want to give you that sense that you are doing what teams are doing at the moment in real life, and that's why they included that feature. So I see where they're coming with that as well. I think that, like, for example, they have to improve the marking from set pieces. Definitely. Like, set piece marking has to improve, like throw-ins and stuff. Yeah, I don't think the long throw is an exploit. I actually think the short throw is an exploit. Yeah. If you know how to set up the short throw, you can score quite a few goals. It can be, but it's not like it's not something that is so easy to do, right? Again, the conditions have to be in the game, right? Like, for example, that if you want to do a short throw, first, 2 things you want. You want the player receiving the short throw to be a dribbler. And he has to have vision and passing, right? That's the first thing you need. Then the second thing you need is that attack duty on the other side of the pitch. Most of the time it's going to be a wing back on attack. And it only works in certain formations. Like in this one, it won't work, right? But it'll work in, let's say, a 4-1-4-1 or 4-2-3-1. Yeah. What do you think? Then what about a 40-yard mazy run? My 40-yard mazy run is like, okay. Like, I don't know. What do you think the biggest flaws are? That running and going not passing it to a player, right? That is actually something else. Hold on, I got to lower the settings. No idea why, but suddenly gonna drop this down to about. Okay, I'm gonna lower the settings, and then we're gonna, because it seems to have suddenly, yeah, there's some jittering right now on the screen. How do you prevent crosses when playing with 3 defender formations? You gotta play wingbacks on the wingbacks have to be more aggressive, when your ball playing defenders have to be on stopper duty. Or yeah, that's how you prevent the crosses from happening. So you don't want those guys to be able to get the ball. So you see where my line is? Look at how my wingback is, how far up the pitch he is. Yeah. So that's how you prevent. So you're playing a more aggressive setup. In my setup, I don't believe that you should play with wingbacks. In fact, this is my libero, FYI. You guys are wondering, right? I know people have been asking me about libero. This is my libero. Right? A lot of people have been saying like they can't make the libero work, but libero, depending on your tactic, on top of that, you cannot have ball playing defenders either side of the libero. You cannot play makers in front of the libero. Yeah. The way the libero comes forward, and then if you have a libero, it gets further forward, is even better. But I don't have that. I don't have that kind of play, because I don't know if you guys remember what Neymar was doing for us on the stream earlier. Right? Neymar was just everywhere. There's my libero moving the ball up. Yeah, that's how he's playing the game. On support, he hangs a bit deeper, but then you will need him to have the traits. Yeah. We also want the team shape, but our team shape is there right now. It is still there. But in the sense that you're talking about changing structure fluid, you have to do it with roles and duties. Like, if you want to create a tactic which is like very Alex Ferguson kind of tactic, right? And they just shoot off on the counter. Then you're looking at structured systems. Then it's a question of can you get the right players? Are you using the right players in the right positions for you to have those kind of counters? That's the only thing now. Simeone is one. Okay, that's it. Yeah, this is not sent off. Is stand in corners instructions? Stand in corners, I don't understand what is. How do I don't know what the stand in corner thing is. Midi-chlorian. Narrow defensive tactic like a 3-5-2. This is a 3-5-2. Or rather, is it a 3-5-2? 3-4-1-2, right? Yeah. You can, but your wingbacks have to be on attack. You can't play the wingbacks on support. Especially in a 3-5-2. Oh, shish kebabs. You almost consider that. Because if you play wingbacks on support in a 3-5-2, you will find that your attacks are very you're gonna find that you're not getting a lot of attacks. You're always gonna be defending. And then you run into trouble. Now I'm having a bit of a problem. Change something. They're putting a lot of pressure on. No wonder he's got a yellow card. Alright, we gotta take him off. I'll try and survive for the next half, but he is definitely not playing well. Okay. This guy's wearing a yellow card. This guy's already got a warning. This is not good, because this guy is not as good. Come on, Simeone. Yeah, this guy is not so good. We're going to concede goals. Oh, he's won the ball back. Thank you very much. Also has a corner as well. How do you set up Liverpool midfield 3? Well, how would I set it up? How do you want to replicate Liverpool? DM or halfback is how I play Fabinho. Probably with Jordan Henderson right now. With Jordan Henderson more like a roaming playmaker. And then with Keita box-to-box midfielder. Oh, Haaland's true. What a goal! Oh, that was sweet. Who created the goal, guys? Check that goal out, man. Look at this. Chione plays it to Tonali. Back to Paqueta. What a ball from Paqueta. Boom. Oh, that was sweet. In 18, I never used it because I took players from marking someone without giving an advantage and play on post. Yeah, I don't mark on post. Yeah, mark on post is a waste of time. Mark on one post, maybe not so bad, right? But marking on two posts is definitely a waste of time, right? So I would definitely stop that. Oh, it's a corner. I thought it was a penalty, man. Hey, Godspurs. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit better. The voice is not too strained. But if I have to, I will do something about it later. Oh, I was recording the stream at the same time. I was hoping to edit this, but I guess I have to stop recording. For some strange reason today, the system is not responding very well to recording the stream, which is a bit of a disappointment. Normally I can record the stream. Try playing a tactic without any instructions? Nah, I won't do that. I need to give what? Are you talking about team instructions? Nah. Oh, come on, Jimenez. You gotta give team instructions at least, right? I don't know what you mean by no instructions. Wait, this is gonna be fun. What are we doing today? The team will go, I don't know, the boss hasn't come up with a plan yet. Okay, oh no, we got another problem now. This kind of a tactic, like this kind of systems, right? If you play with a 3-5-2 or a 5-3-2 or anything that's narrow, right, you better make sure you got 4 damn good fullbacks. Because the moment one of those fullbacks get your tactic is in trouble. How to cover shadow in FM? What do you mean by shadow in FM? Shadowlands? As in World of Warcraft? Because I don't know what you're talking. How to cover a shadow? Like, as in a shadow striker. How do you defend against a shadow striker? You definitely are gonna have a problem defending against a shadow striker. But I don't understand the question. I like to set all my players to do man marking during set pieces. Is this a good routine? Some would say yes, and some would say no. I think the best is mixed, right? Some of man, some of zonal. That for me is the best. Yeah. It's if you do everybody man marking, then it's gonna be a bit tough, right? So sometimes, what if they? I'm not a big fan of that. You know, I probably would. I mean, you could make it work. If you make it work, good, cool for you. I'm just one of those guys that never like man marking, even in real life, right? Like specific man marking is not my thing. I'm zonal and mixed. I believe that most teams should, in real life, be practicing a bit of both. Right? You want a man mark. You definitely want to man mark the threat. Like the you want to put somebody, basically a blocker, on your strongest, on the guy who's coming. Make it harder for him to get to the zone where he needs to hit the ball. And you want somebody to be positioned in the area as well. So you get this guy. So first you get this guy body blocking, right? So they block. They literally just put the body in front. They don't never care whether it's tall or short, right? This is want somebody to make it harder for him to get into that position. And then you have somebody in that zone who will jump if he gets away. So if he gets away, he jumps up. That's what Liverpool were doing with Virgil van Dijk. Unfortunately for us, Virgil van Dijk is not available till next year thanks to Mr. Jordan Pickford and this weekend's joke of a football match where VAR looked like a piece of crap. Are you going to do a Bolton save? We'll be tough with the points reduction. Wow, Bolton. Wait, I've got a lot of saves lined up for FM. I mean, I won't say I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing for FM21. To be honest with you guys, I still haven't figured out what I'm going to do. So that was not bad. That was my... so far, we got one more game. Yeah, man, one more game. 29th of November. Oh, shish kebabs. See, what's the difference? I'm like looking at this game going, okay. We're going to have all this still in the game, right? Okay. I mean, we got tactics, right? Analysis, team talk feedback. We get this. But have I ever bothered with this? Sometimes, but I don't really care. Yeah. Look at that. Some people tell you not to be angry, right? I'll tell you, be angry. Look at that. Full time. Still struggle with the pressure of the situation. I felt the pressure performance didn't justify such a team. I appreciate the critical feedback. Bang. Okay. Salva, young player. His performance wasn't that good. I had to take him off. He got a yellow card. Right. Still struggle with the pressure of the situation. Mario Jimenez, young player, another one. Struggling with this guy, I better be very careful. Right? I better be careful with him. Why? This guy is gonna get you know that trade doesn't like big matches. Potentially this guy's gonna get it if I don't watch my team talks with him. That's it. This is the information that we're getting right now. I gotta encourage him a bit more because he's one of the youngsters I'm developing. But we get that kind of information already. Do I prefer one or two striker formations in general? Okay, that's a good question, right? I prefer... You obviously haven't been followed by streams for very long. I prefer 5 striker formations. 5 options in front. I like my Galileo system. I will always try and do it in Football Manager as a 2-3-5. Now, but if you want to play the game of Football Manager, I want to outperform, right? So I have to find a tactic which gives me good, does well scoring goals. Okay. And keeping a clean sheet. So Galileo is not one of those. So 4-1-4-1s are the best at that. Then if you want good goal scoring opportunities and a tactic that actually does really well, then especially if you're an underdog, if you are punching above your weight, then 2 striker systems are actually very good. Because the problem with the 4-1-4-1 is that you're gonna have to somehow or another understand how to shift teams around to create the space. Otherwise, you're going to have a lot of these 1-0, lots of shots, but nothing nice on target, that kind of thing. And then you're going to struggle with clear-cut chances. And furthermore, if this guy's coming down the flanks, if you don't know how to do, if you don't know when to have low tempo, how to do cutbacks, then what you're going to have is these guys running all the way to the sideline. And when they take a shot, it goes straight at the net. So that's the thing. So when people download these tactics, like I like to play, I like to change my tempo, I like to go wider, I like to change my passing patterns, I like to sometimes have the underlap on, right? It's intentional. It's yeah. And it can be a challenge for some people. I'm just hoping that I can make it easier for people next for FM21. You want to do Barcelona and beta? Yeah, I'm definitely playing 100% for beta. I'm not playing with like Oldham kind of thing, right? No, I'm playing with some team like the Real Madrid or Barcelona. Pick one of the big clubs and then go with them and do. Because last season I did Barcelona. So I'm going to probably pick maybe Barcelona, but Barcelona a bit, yeah, Barcelona or Real Madrid, one of those two. 100%. I'll take one of those and then I'll run with it for a while. Maybe even Juventus. Well, no, definitely not Zebra. I'm not going to call this bloody team Zebra in the game and play with them. Yeah. But the reason why I always pick a good side is very simple. You need to understand the game quick. You got like a week, right? So I usually only have like a week, right? Before I have to write my book for FM21. Then I got 2 weeks to get the book done. It's going to be a miracle. This year is going to be a bit tough. In which situations is using offside traps effective? Well, offside traps also depend on your players. Now, some people say if you are slow players, you should use offside trap. I kind of disagree. It's not when you have slow, use offside trap. When you have fast, use offside trap. No, it's a question of whether or not your players have the positioning they're good at positioning. They have been it's a offside traps are what we call compression, right? So teams play with offside trap because when they make the area behind them unplayable, it is a strategy teams use. So they compress and they make it harder for faster players to get by them. So you have to look at a match like just now. If I play offside trap, I would have been in trouble. They have one striker sitting on the shoulder of all my defenders. Now, if that striker happens to be faster than my defenders, if they play an offside trap, when they play the pass, if they play the pass from inside their own half and he is on the halfway line, then, I don't have to worry so much, right? But if he's faster than my defender, he can actually start from a deeper position and accelerate past my player. So you gotta look at that as well. So if my team has got poor positioning and relatively poor teamwork, I won't play with an offside trap. And I suggest to people to do the same thing. Try it out, some of your games. Especially if you're worried about, so if you're always getting balls over the top, if you're always getting balls over the top, remove the offside trap and see how it goes. What if you try? You can do that, Dosena. You can definitely focus man marking on some of the back four. You tighten them up so you force them to play in a certain direction. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people doing that. Alpha does it as well. I think Jahid also did that for a while as well when we were playing draft mode matches. You can do that. And then you force them to play a certain way. It's definitely a strategy, but you got to be very familiar with your tactic. And then if you meet somebody like who's always going to be switching things around, swapping here, moving a tactic around, and just does a flip on you like that, then you might run into some issues. Now that you're in Swedish, you should think about management. Oh man, this is dedicated to all my Swedish viewers. Quite a number of you. Thanks for supporting the channel, man. You guys are fantastic. Just played a season with Sampdoria using 2 tags. Mourinho, Porto. Oh, you got it to work. The 4-3-1-2, you got that 4-3-1-2 is a lot of fun. Yeah. 4-3-1-2 is challenging, right, FM? Yeah, you gotta make it in a certain way. That's the thing about the 4-3-1-2 tactic. It's only like there's a specific way to get it to work. Again, I got only 9. Oh, Maletti is back. That's good news. That's good. Okay, this is the last game, right? After this, I've got to create a new tactic. Holy shit. So this one didn't do too badly, right? Well, we only played it for 3 games. Now I gotta change to a new tactic. Maybe the circle. Maybe it's gonna work. That's like taking things a bit too far, man. Aggressive. Only too motivated. Where's our boy here? Okay, calm. No, I have faith in you. There we go. Remember that guy I said just now? Remember? Who cannot handle pressure? This is the boy. Last team talk we had, I kind of like let him have it, right? So he was under a lot of pressure. This guy is another one. There, motivated, both of them. They got under the pressure. Remember that? So now both of them are motivated. But the rest of the players are fine, right? Sava on the left. We're gonna be calm. I have faith in you. Look, taking confidence, right? Because you didn't play so well the last game. Right, so we're gonna leave the rest alone. You can go to individual ones, but we'll just leave it. Okay, now we're off. Whether or not he pans out into the game, I don't know. Usually there's a kick in for about 15 minutes and that's about it. If you get it right, they might score a goal. If you don't, too bad for you. So, c'est la vie. You don't have the luck. Oh, yeah. Oh, Monte Cristo almost got in, man. Hey, Arthur Falcao. Yeah, I'm back, but like probationary. See how the voice is doing. The moment I feel a strain on the voice, I'll stop. Because I really wanted to do FM21. Talk about the FM21 features and see whether or not how I felt about it. I mean, my feelings for the game are... Oh, my goodness. Look at Vinica's goal, man. My feelings for the game are very I don't know how to put it. I'm guarded. That's the best way. That's the best way for me to describe it. I'm guarded. Yeah, that's the best way. I'm not jumping up and down going, "Oh my god, it's a phenomenal game. Looks great." No, I have to see more of XG. I like the Matchday experience though. The Matchday experience definitely is going to be a boon. I suspect it's going to be a good thing for all the draft mode players. Yeah, so we don't have to wait forever for somebody to make a change. Tonali with a free kick. Oh man, Onana is a damn good keeper in this game. It's very annoying. He's annoyingly good. Very annoying to play against him. Elmas, Poliso. Vinicius inside. Give us the 2-3-5. I've done the 2-3-5 already. It's Galileo. Remember? First one. I'm making tactics I haven't made yet. Yeah. Galileo was like AC Milan's hallmark, right? Remember? With Galileo or my Salva picked up another yellow card. That was fast. Shit, he's on the flank where it's gonna be a problem for me. I can't bring on my other player, so I've got to take a chance. So come down for Salva. Oh, how do you get a yellow card? See, this is the thing I like about this version of the game, right? You remove this, I won't. Oh, correct. He's gonna have a problem. So he's gonna come on to support. He cannot keep up. For some reason, he can't keep up with the guy on the left on that flank. Nah, if they Arthur, if they stop the yearly release schedule, there'll be a problem for them as well, because how are they going to pay wages? It's not like they're making that much money, you know. Right? And how they gotta have to pay wages, right? For their players, for their staff and all. Yeah. So I don't think they can do that. Because some people think that the extra time gives them more time to develop the game. But in reality, it doesn't. Okay, let's just explain. First, they gotta do a research order. Let's say they're gonna give you a database then you're gonna ask for a database update, then you're gonna ask match engine update. Right? It doesn't work that way, right? So database also takes a lot of time and work. So they're gonna still have to pay scouts and all that, or the people who do the scouting work for them to get the information out. Some of them, of course, are volunteers, but yeah, it's not easy. And the match engine, for FYI, doesn't start 2 months before the game, right? It doesn't work that way. Match engine changes are made after the winter patch, right? So once the winter patch is gone out, right, that's it. This begin unless most of the team be moved on to the new match engine, because there are already people working on the new match engine. So it's a regular thing. They'll start working on it and then they move to the new one once the winter patch is done. So they're always working on that. I know they were working on it. Yeah. Oh, nice. Again. Well, once we got Salva to ease off a bit, he started doing a lot better. I don't know what's going on with the internet today, man. Today is not that strong. Rick Fee, Daniel, I'm doing well, man. How are you doing? I don't know why, but the internet seems to be a bit wonky today for some strange reason. Normally, I don't get these kind of issues. Okay, what do we do? Assertive. Right, that's good. Okay. We're gonna wait a bit more. I haven't looked at my player ratings, right? This is it's not too bad. Okay. Still too early to do a shot. Um, can't cross. Go back. No, you're not gonna get a crossing opportunity. I knew it. Go Haaland. Go Haaland. Ball, nice ball to our libero. No, yep, that's our libero, just like Jimenez, right? That was our libero. So high up the pitch. Just to give you the idea. There we go. This is my libero. My libero was here, man. Cussing at the player should be a new feature. It's nothing. I don't think it's a. I don't think it's a major feature anyway. I like the feature. I mean, it's like you're giving me making it look a bit different now. So instead of me being aggressive, now I just throw a bottle. That's about it. It's good for the new players coming in, right? You know, you're playing for the game. Oh wow, you cannot throw bottles in the game. Yeah, right. Okay. For people like me who've been playing the game for 20 over years, so yeah, it's aggressive, right? So what we're gonna do? We're gonna be doing that to see. Maybe they change the dynamic slightly. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I don't want to be so like dismissive about the work that the boys do. Okay, SI Towers. I mean, a lot of them are my friends. I'm not the sort that's gonna go in there and say, "Oh, this is a terrible game. I'm not gonna buy it." I mean, if it's a bad game, I'll say it. I said it for FMC. I think it was I can't remember. Was it 17 when I came out and I was very aggressive? I was so critical about the game. I mean, I reached the point where I said the game was. I remember the guy who designed the game is not a gamer. That's what I said. The guy who did the Matchday is not a gamer. I was so angry because there's number of clicks I had to make just to make one change. Man, I was losing it. So I said that publicly. There, my libero. Come on, libero. Libero can't move very far. You see, they've got a player already on him. No. So we're still trying to break them down. Inter is such a better team than AC Milan? Oh, really? Okay. Well, everybody has their favorite teams. Forza Italia, I say. No, we're not letting. But Inter in this, for me, Inter has been good against in FM, right? Inter Milan are quite difficult to beat. They usually play quite well. When they go one on one, do they dribble or still just run into the defender? Um, what, FM 21 or FM 20? Yeah, more by wingbacks and more headers than Haaland, correct? Simeone is playing well. I hope Simeone doesn't get a sent off, man. Matthias Zarako. No, I've never bought Matthias Zarako. Milan was always the great. In AC Milan, yeah, but that was a long time. What a kick, man. From the keeper. I was like, what the heck is he doing? Oh, there we go again. Look at that. Come on. Monty, you're slow off the bat. This guy, Vinicius, is so fast. Which is your favorite Inter AC? I'm an AC fan. I love AC Milan. I have always been AC Milan. I've always enjoyed watching AC Milan. It's historical. So when Liverpool played AC Milan in the Champions League, I was like, okay, this is going to be fun. But it was a great game. Do you think they just kept the commentary only like, nah, man, no way. No way. Commentary mode. Maybe to some extent you might be right? If they do commentary mode, right, they show you actual animated goals, then maybe, but I don't think it would have worked out. Anyway. Because people would have gone, oh man, it's the same goal. Because I've seen games like that before, right? Oh, what a goal! Look at that, man! Boom! Bah! Two strikers on top. Oh my goodness. That's why I love two striker systems. But this is a 2.5 because we've got that AMC. Oh man, they're playing well. Oh, he's gone through. Do you think if they it's not guess who players is Cataldi? Cataldi is a phenomenal buy. I've been saying it, right? I said it early that the best utility purchase in FM20 for me was Danilo Cataldi. Danilo Cataldi in the Serie A. What a purchase. I mean, of course, for when it comes to fullbacks, you got Costa Simicas. Secret is out now. He's at Liverpool. And look at that. The keeper just gives us the ball. Because why? The wing backs are so high up the pitch. Come on. Ooh, Monty. Come on. My wing back's in the box waiting to score. Looking good, the boys. Tonali, Salva again. Salva is having a look at what a small little understanding of his mental state helped. Right? Last game, under pressure. Didn't play very well. Right? And what do we do? For this game, we basically said we reacted to that, right? So in the game, we have that now in the game. I'm just hoping that this kind of information is not hard to find for FM21. You know, they've gone super crazy. Look at that. Oh, okay. So far, so good. Pulisic, Tonali is gonna get a yellow card. Yeah, okay, that's not too bad. I have to defend this, concentrate. Oi. Yeah, I think they can. I think AC Milan can. They got history going for them. There's so much fervent support for AC Milan. Oh, Monte Cristo has been phenomenal today. Salcido under pressure. Look at that. The keeper has got 3 fellas on him. He goes like, I man, keep the boys away from us. Pulisic is away. Oh no, not you again. Oh, 4 minutes on the clock. We're not making changes. They gotta take this result any which way it comes, man. We're not gonna tweak our way and hope that we can sort out a 1-0 win. No time wasting monkey shit nonsense here. The manager's got his hands like this praying. Paqueta to Monte Cristo. This is why you pay 352 with wingbacks on attack. That is the reason why. Because you need to get, especially like systems like the 4, any system, right, which doesn't have a winger. You want at least one of your wingbacks must be on attack. You cannot make it a support duty. So you're gonna struggle. You gotta get the width. If you don't get the width in attacks, your attacks are too focused on those 3 in the middle. Finally, yes, thank you very much. Good win. Nervous, apprehensive, nervous, overwhelmed, nervous. My goodness. You guys did well, don't worry. We beat the old rivals. Have we slowly crawled our way back? We're on level on points, guys. All the tactical changes in my... How often do you see crosses versus early crosses, huh? I don't understand that question. What Korean mod? I'm not interested in the Korean mod. Not because of anything else, because I've got a bad track record with putting mods into my games, right? So I'm not taking chances. Because if there's a crash in my save or whatever, I can't go to SI and go, oh no, my game crashed, what can I do? They're just gonna look at me and go like, don't use mods. Because I have one bad experience with a mod. Okay? One bad experience. So I'm never going there again, man. You fell in love with Shevchenko? Shevchenko was often good. EPL referees incompetent, that is they need VAR, if not. I don't know, man. I think the VAR whole thing is just a pain in the ass. Like, how can you, in all honesty, say that the Jordan Pickford's tackle, all right, is not that what Jordan Pickford did was perfectly okay? How can you? That means that if what I should be doing as a player is if I'm a fullback, right? you're chasing after the guy. We don't know if he's offside. I in my mind, I might know that, he's definitely offside. But hell, man, I'm going to break his leg. Once the ball goes that, because he hasn't blown the whistle yet, gets to the ball. Just before he gets to the ball, I must take him down with a scissors kick. Tackle from behind. Then sorry, offside. Oh, yeah, tackle happened, right, He's offside position anyway, so we can't send him off. That's exactly what I said about Jordan Pickford, right? I mean, I'm disappointed. I'm not angry because, we didn't win or whatever, that kind of stuff. But it's just retarded. Then the other one is the bloody thing that they changed. Remember the offside? They had to change it. The arm, they became armpit, kind of nonsense, right? And then how did Sadio Mane's goal? How was it even offside? Because the rules clearly state. If you need to draw a second line or a third line to look a bit more, right? He's definitely onside. Because they say it has to be clear. Not a millimeter shit. Are you sure not millimeter? Fuck shit, man. I think I better check whether his nostril hair is offside or not. That's what it looks like. So yeah, I think VAR has got a lot of work to do, man. I think VAR helps the game. I totally agree. I think we need VAR, but we need to be a bit more. We need to be a bit more intelligent with the way we use VAR. Look, you're only as good as the tools. You can give a carpenter all the tools in the world, but if he doesn't know how to make a chair, he just can't make a chair. Right? So now, our carpenters out there haven't been told what kind of chair to make. So it's not like everybody's got a uniform idea of what the damn chair looks like. That's the problem at the moment. So tell the referees very clearly, VAR offside, right? It's in the rule book. It says there very clearly, when there is doubt, if you have to draw a second line, he's onside. Second line, she should be onside. So, the bloody guy in the truck obviously doesn't read the rule book. That's what I'm saying. So yeah, I'm pissed. I'm pissed because it ruined it was a phenomenal derby match. It just totally ruined it for me. Try a tactic on balanced mentality. Oh man, I'm not here to try mentalities. I'm here to make funny kind of tactics. Why balance? Balance is balance, right? It's risk is. See, this is just risk. How much risk you want to play the game? Right? How much you willing to do? This is all risk. Right? Balance is balance. I mean, it's just a question of what you want to do. Okay, what are we gonna do next? We're gonna make a new tactic, right? So, what have we done? So we cannot use any of these that we've used. Let's carry on with this narrow team. Okay. We go to Old Faithful. Right? Okay, we're gonna go narrow team. The old is, I think this the old AC Milan. 4-3-1-2. Wing back attack. Yeah, I'm gonna look at this, right? This is gonna be crazy. DRP defend. Advanced playmaker attack. Trequartista. Don't want Trequartista or MP. Okay, this might be fine. Trequartista, pressing forward, complete forward. Shadow striker. Trequartista, complete forward, shadow striker. DLP, wing back attack. Complete forward support. Okay. Now you're dropping here. Oh no, Trequartista should be here. Complete forward support. Trequartista attack. Alright. Okay, now we're gonna try something different. I'm making things even more crazier. Pop lane defender. Hey man, keeper support. That's the one. We are gonna make a crazy ass. Let's raise the tempo a bit. Let's play shorter, higher tempo. Let's not go wide. Let's go fairly narrow. Counter press. Yeah. This is fine. This is fine. Okay, fine. All right. Now let's look at the any closing down instructions. We definitely going to do cross aim far post. This one we'll leave it here. Track. Okay, now let's look at the players. You come here. Jimenez, what do you have? Likes to switch ball the other way. That's fine. Simeone, you're a champion killer ball man. Okay. Tonali, champion killer ball man. Oh god, this is gonna be fun. Monte Cristo, yeah, go. Let's go, boys. New tactic for a new day. What are your role choices or two strikers if none of the strikers are decent jumping reach? Pressing forwards. You see, the thing about me and the thing about this, right? When it comes to roles in the game, right? This is a common mistake everybody's making now. Okay. Don't worry about what role fits the player first. Don't go there first. Okay. Worry about how your formation is supposed to move and create goals, right? Like here, I'm thinking about this guy roaming, this guy roaming. This guy is not roaming, right? So he's gonna punch through the middle. So I wanted roaming roles here so they can move around. This guy can drift. He will support play from this guy. This guy's gonna drift, support play from this guy. That's one way. And I'm hoping to get movement. I don't know if it's gonna work, but I think it should. So I look at that as a combination. You can also go pressing forward and attack, pressing forward and support, and get players that are going to be putting a lot of pressure on opposition backlines from the very get-go. So I can do this. I can even do pressing forward, you put the pressure on the backline. So it really depends on your strategy. Then look at your players. Like what can you do? Why? Because a lot of your players, depending on the level you play at, this just tells you how many attributes is missing. That's all. Right? Is he missing attributes? Yeah, he's positionally natural, right? Competent as a shadow striker because of his roles, his attributes. So he's missing a few. So I'm gonna go and check. Off the wall maybe. Anticipation definitely. Yeah. So one or two things you might be missing. Hey man! Oh, Tim Clare! How are you, man? Thanks for the super chat. Thank you very much. Dropping some stuff. Hey, how are you doing, man? My voice is almost back. Haven't seen you. Hope you're doing well. We haven't had a chat in a while. Guerra is back. Oh my goodness. He's what? Available now? Monte Cristo. Oh, he's not. He was available the last game, right? Poor Maldini. Pinamonte! We're gonna play Pinamonte. Cassie is back. Oh my goodness. We've got our boys back, man. Kanan is back. All these guys were injured before. Alright. Okay. We're playing against Juventus and I've got a full strength squad. Okay, Tonali. Okay, Jimenez. Now you can just over here a bit. Okay. Tonali. Guess what possible? Try skiller balls. Okay, I don't need you to get forward. Okay, where's Cassie? Cassie. You got the cracker jacker from outside the box, right? Okay. Simeone. Passing vision. Okay, tries long range passes. Okay, good. Okay, we got these three, we got these two. This is gonna be crazy. This might not even work, man. The complete wingback, yeah, it's more creative. Yeah, I think the video Michan again, it's not Jordan Pickford's fault. Okay, I don't blame Jordan Pickford. He made a rash challenge. I don't think they should be. I don't think they should be after him. They should be after the guy in the truck. That's the person they should be after. I mean, you think, look, if it's me, right? If I committed a tackle, I'll be going through a really difficult time because I never intended it, right? And Jordan Pickford, let's just face it, he's got a history of doing the strange and bizarre in the box. Okay, so yeah. Definitely 100%. Jordan Pickford is very capable of doing the unexpected. So it's not like, oh my god, Jordan Pickford. Yeah, I mean, like, he's done it before. It's not like he's never done it before. So yeah. So, but they don't intentionally go into these kind of games and go, I'm going to take somebody out. Make sure that he's never playing for the rest of the season. I think the Wichan is definitely out of that's wrong, man. The attacking 352. Would you consider the replication 99 Parma? My goodness. You guys, seriously, you guys must have a lot of respect for me. If you think that I've got photographic memory of all these formations played in the past. I have no idea what the 99 Parma tactic looks like, guys. But seriously, you're on Discord, so just share it with us in the replication channel and see what we can do about it. Okay? Definitely. Fullbacks and support that holds their position, provided width can overlap. I don't like fullbacks and support and holds position. Yeah. I'd rather have them going up. This is what we call go out there and have fun. Enjoy thyself. Right, go out there and smash it home. That's what I want to do. I want to play this season. This is a tactical challenge I give myself. Right? It's meant to be the closing out of FM20. Do crazy stuff. Say nothing to your players. Crazy stuff. I just did that. So demand more straight away. I did the wrong thing to them. Salva to Paqueta to Tonali is Juventus and AC Milan. Guerra inside the box. Can't get away. De Rosen under pressure. Jimenez inside. It's Piccione. Picks out the ball to Pepe. Pepe! No! Pepe loses out. It's almost an open goal. You have this bunch of wingers with good speed and decent finishing. Is it worth trying them in the striker roles? Good speed and decent finishing. Wingbacks? Seriously, you guys don't know, wingbacks or that kind of thing is going to score a lot of goals. Yeah, but you want to try them with strikers, can? Definitely. But why would you want them to be strikers? I mean, if they have got that kind of acceleration, then play them as inside forwards. Play a slightly lower line of engagement, right? Look to play a structured setup, right? So that you can draw teams in, but drop your line of engagement slightly, right? And then have players that can distribute the ball like killer balls early. Now what you'll have is you'll have these players running at spaces earlier and running at teams. They're gonna create all kinds of havoc for teams, man. Because what you're gonna end up having is a lot of teams are gonna have like the run defense. They're gonna struggle with handling those players. They're gonna just pick up yellow cards. And then once they pick up one yellow card, they pick a second yellow card up, and that's it. Your players are going to get sent off. So this is a reason why these wider players, right, when you have good acceleration on them, it's a bit of a waste if you turn them into strikers. Right? I'm not a big fan of that. Strikers don't have to be absolutely fast. One of them being fast is good. But if you're playing a 4-1-4-1 or a 4-1-2-3, you want them to be really, really, the wider players to be fast. There's a premium in the game for that at the moment. It's gonna stay that way for the foreseeable future, because a lot of teams now, they have their pacey white men so that they can beat offside traps. So they get those guys, because if you only gonna do is stand like 5-10 meters off a defender, balls play into space, you break the offside trap. Defenders will chase you, picks up a yellow card. That's it. You know, look at how deep Mo Salah starts. Mo Salah sometimes doesn't even stand on the shoulder of the defender. He's just like, he's like about 5 meters away. They play the ball, he does his running sprint. So yeah, I think, look at that, double attack duties, man. Ooh, they gone double. This is going to be interesting. They got the equalizer. I noticed it a bit late, man. Never mind. Can we see 3D, please? Yeah, okay. I wanted to see the 2D. I just made a tactic. Oh man, I got suckered by this. Double overlap. Shish kebabs. Damn it. I got paid. Alright. Okay, wait. Oh man, I got completely snookered by that. Cassie, come on. Cassie has been injured for a while. And then he just got back. Oh, I could be on a losing streak for this. Come on. Back. Tonali. Out he goes to Guerra. Now I'm going to use the flanks a bit more. Oh, good. Hey, Phil, I'm doing okay. Parma played a fluid 3-4-1-2, 5-2-1-2. Did look okay. 3-4-1-2. That tactic I just did, you could use that as a template for the one I just did, right? The 5-2-1. You can use that as a template for Parma then. Oh man, this is stupidissimo. Come on. I'm not happy. Numbers are not there. Sheesh, wow. Yeah. No, I also have got I got things I've said nobody has ever heard of before, trust me. I think I've said it on stream a few times already. Like, yeah, I've said a few of those. Especially when people tell me that they have children watching the show. So I go like, okay. You know how I don't know, you guys watch Battlestar Galactica? Right. You know how Battlestar Galactica, the TV series, right? The 2000 adaptation, the one with all this Katie Sackhoff and all those guys. So that version of Battlestar Galactica, they had to say fracking. Remember that? Fracking hell. Fracking this. Frack. So I'm like, that was like a placeholder for another word. Oh man, that was a placeholder for another word. So it's crazy, man. I still remember that. So I have my own one. It's called Motherfish Canadans. It's a placeholder for another thing I like to say. Okay, that's it. Guerra's got a yellow card. See this? 6.5. Thank you very much to the fish. Monte Cristo is to come. Alright. So it's a 3-fighter wingback plus CMB. Wingback plus complete wingback go out to one wingback. Well, yeah, if he plays well for you, you get the right kind of play because a complete wingback is going to roam, right? So you want to use a complete wingback, and your tactic has got the support structure, meaning your complete wingback goes like, he's going to go roaming once in a while. He might run right into the middle of the pitch. Okay, if you have players to cover for him, why not go for it? Nobody says it's a bad role. There's no such thing as a bad role in this game, just a bad tactic. Right? That doesn't account for certain things. So this is how you play narrow systems. This is my opinion though. But like right now, what is the difference between the first 10 minutes and this? Because I was very narrow just now. So now I'm using the full width of the pitch and I still have no clue what I'm playing against. I'm playing against this. Okay. I can't do this now. Because if I'm not mistaken, one of this could be a double, there could be an attack duty here. I better not. If I do position marking, I might be in trouble. Nice work. Oh, what a takedown, boy. Oh, this is dangerous. Zanilo did well. What are new features for FM21? No, we've seen the headline features. There's going to be pop-ups from... I did that in the start of the stream. But I was just talking about whether or not... How excited am I about the new features that they've announced so far. So I'm very guarded at the moment. I'm not going to go, oh my god, this is like 100% this is the game I want to get. No, I'm waiting for more information. Without a shadow of a doubt, I'm definitely playing the game. I'm definitely going to... I've got FM21 already ready to go. Yeah, but I won't be the sort that's going to... They always have to put in new eye candy in the game, right? For sure. Oi! What the Reina Faulk was that, man? Okay. 6.9, 6.9, 7.1. I hope I am able to see this as well. Cause I don't get that. I cannot. I hate playing the game without with that. The lineup thing. I don't do that anymore. Boom! Got a player sent off. Thank you very much. Juventus in trouble. Zebra is in trouble. Oh, Fabio Silva hit the bloody thing twice. Okay, we're gonna have to give somebody a chance to play. Daniel Maldini for we get. Oh man, who do I bring on? I bring on Nicolo Maffei for Paqueta, Tonali for this guy. This guy is a bit of a ball breaker. My thoughts are, well, XG analysis, not enough information for me to go get excited yet. I want to see I want to see more. Because if XG analysis doesn't have team and player separation, then it's going to be very disappointing. I know everyone is excited. I was very excited. Come on, square. Oh man, he couldn't. He just a second fraction too late before he could square the ball. Oh, good work on Piccioni. In my Southampton say Barcelona and some of the big boys have come and poach my best players, although I've got good money with them. I need to rebuild my team. How to stop this? Poaching your players? What do you mean by poaching your players? Like, how do they poach your players? Your youngsters? You're talking about 19-year-old players? You gotta, like, I mean, how do they poach your players? They have to pay you money. Don't you identify them early? I identify them early, and there are two things I do, right? Like, for example, how did I keep Paqueta at Velez? I make sure it doesn't attract too much attention. That's one dirty way of doing it. You win the games, right? You take him off. You win the games, you take him off. You win the games, you let him develop until, because you want him to consistently do well for you. You don't want him to go cheap. Because if not, what these clubs do is they come in early, they put in a figure, and then they give you a really shitty figure, right? They give you like 18 million when you want to sell him for 45 or 50 million. So you got to learn how to play the game, which is to extract whatever you can from him, but you do not want him to be attracting too much attention early. That's one way of doing it. Then other than that, it's identifying your young targets early, and also making sure that you decide whether or not these guys are worth a contract. And so far, I've been able to keep quite a lot of my youngsters. Piccioni, nobody has come in for an offer for them. Yeah. And your results are also important. Your players, after a while, if you cannot perform, if your results aren't there, the players they will definitely want to leave for a bigger club. Guys, we did it, man. We have a new beast. Juventus have lost. We're leading. We got Roma, Zebra, we caught up. Look at that. Boom. Changing tactics every month. Now, new tactic is now the 4-3-1-2. We got to make this work for all these matches. Then probably the next tactic is, I don't know, maybe a different tactic I'm going to do. Have you done a Brazilian league save proper challenge into the calendar? Oh, the calendar is crazy, man. Brazil, are you crazy? I did it once. I don't want to do it again. I'm like, the Brazilian league challenge is by far, I mean, they could play so many games. When is the season over? I get so confused. I don't know which is preseason. I did it once and somebody told me that this is their preseason. I said, shit, most teams have a short preseason. This is it's two competitions that they have. I'm like, I still don't get the Brazilian. I'm hoping that one day I play with a Brazilian player that can explain all this to me. Or even an MLS, some American player that can explain all to me. Read my reply to you. I'm sure that you got something very cute to say. PPD overlapping is just dumb luck, right? It's not something predictable. I just want to see it, right? It's just dumb luck at the moment. I'm just hoping to do that. You're thinking of using a 4-1-3-2 narrow shit like you did in Hot Potato. Oh yeah, cool. That was nice, right? I like that one as well. The anchors, one through the middle, is actually that is the old version. That would be the current way of playing Diablo. If you remember Diablo from FM CM0304, that would be the closest way to get Diablo in FM 20. Because very hard to defend against that 4-1-3-2. How do you defend the flanks using narrow formations? You defend the flanks by having aggressively placed fullbacks and then giving them close down more. Yeah. And you definitely can't have fullbacks who are 12 or 13 because you have to push them forward. Because you see, what you don't want is the opposition trying to put one over the top. So your wingbacks will be positioned further forward. Now, when you play on wingback support, a lot of people play fullback on support, wingback on support, they're positioned too deep. So their wingers are always able to get the keeper clearances. So this way, okay, what happens is this. I'm doing an intentional press. My 3 players are pressing the front, right? Okay, they're pressing the front. My wingbacks go all the way up to the wingers. So where's he going to pass the ball? So he can't pass straight because the area is closed down. He cannot pass to the very hard for them to pass to the ball playing defenders. They play to the ball playing defenders. There's somebody on him straight away. So they have to play the pass out. They can't find midfield. It's too difficult a pass, so they go to the flanks. Where are my wingbacks? So your wingbacks are there to close them down. So that's how you do it. As far as crosses are concerned, then you have to close down more. Hopefully, I hope to read it post stream, man. Anyway, guys, I'm really trying to rest my voice, right? Because the whole of last week I lost my voice, and I have to rest it so that I don't lose it again. I wouldn't even know where to find it, man. I'll be in so much trouble, man. I gotta be careful. But I wanna, guys, so all my Swedish friends out there, yes, I finally got my Swedish jersey. There's more coming. I got one jersey. I don't think you guys are gonna recognize it. Right? We got one more coming from Selangor as well. Gonna get one from Selangor. I'm a Singaporean, gonna be wearing a Selangor jersey. My friends are gonna kill me, man, in Singapore. They're probably gonna kill me. What do you set up a mid block? Mid block is standard line of engagement or high line of engagement, and then your defensive line is entirely up to you. Because the defensive line is how far up the pitch do you want your back line supporting midfield. That's it. You're playing with a DM, then they don't have to be higher. They can be standard. You're playing without a DM, then maybe you want to be higher. That's it. That's the logic behind it, right? Because you gotta think, do you not play with a ball playing defender? Your players good enough to bring the ball out of defense, right? So stuff like that. But honestly, a mid block is basically a standard to a high line of engagement or a standard to a higher defensive line. That's it. Just nice. The positioning. For me, the best block in the whole game is actually the mid block. Almost impossible to beat. And you can actually, like I was playing a mid block all the way. Right? Mine is a bit more of a slightly higher mid block. But what I do is I use roles like wingbacks on attack so that they are waiting to press just at the halfway line. Yeah, I'm finishing up, Ryan. Yeah, I was late. Wait, hey, man. The game comes out for Xbox, but it's the features, the headline features so far, I don't see very much, right? Except for I explained the Matchday experience. I think the Matchday experience is going to be huge for players who are into draft modes and network. I hope I'm not wrong. But from what I saw from the Matchday experience, I think guys who play draft are going to be very happy. Going to be very, very happy. If those are the guys that know, I won't say, not everybody's going to be happy because some people are still going to go to the tactics screen and make minute changes to everything. Right? So for them, the game is still going to call. It might still lag for everybody else when they do that. But if you've got a very clear idea of what your tactics are, and you've got this clear vision of how you're playing the game, then yeah, I don't see a problem. I think it's going to be actually good for them. So I want to thank everybody for coming in today. I'm going to rest the voice. You guys have been absolutely fantastic. And the voice is definitely straining right now. So I want to thank everybody for coming. You guys take care. Have a good one. I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.